Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to jump in your energy, share some of mine. We're gonna be checking in with the tarot cards and seeing what energies come out. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Let me choke up a bit. Okay. Let me just get this shuffle going. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. What's up, Queen? How's it going? Okay, we have the rebirth energy here with the death card in the reverse. Okay, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. So this could be a period of a little bit of like an in-between period where you feel like you're exiting one room and you're entering another room. There might be a little bit of an unknown to that. I'm not getting as much of like the sensitivity that I usually get from these periods of rebirth. I'm getting more so like losing patience or frustration, or could feel as though that you've been in like this, and I'm going to use a strong word, but it's a little bit of a purgatory type energy feeling. The Tower card is here in the upright, so there could be some sudden changes coming to you. Finally, the drastic changes that you've been kind of impatiently waiting for. Although you may have been coping and expressing your energies to the best of your ability, at the end of the day, we're human, so we're not always going to be perfect. But I am getting that there is going to be this kind of magnificent change that you've been waiting for a while now. Could feel as though that things go from 0 to 100 rather quickly. You're going to be seeing the investment of your time altered, where you invest your time and your energy and your resources. I'm typically the Tower card as well as the Four of Pentacles. They do represent this kind of extraction of foundational elements here. This is about stability of the household, somewhat of a major and minor expression of the same energies. This is kind of a mini Tower moment in and of itself. And so it makes me hopeful that this has nothing to do with catastrophe or calamity. This is what you've been wanting and waiting for. I'm not getting that this is a sense of destabilization. I'm more so getting that this is the opportunity, the crack in the wall that you've been waiting for. Okay, the escape route, the bridge out, or the bridge in, even depending on your circumstance. Okay, a lot of feeling as though that there are injustices prevailing across the board. All right. The Lover's card in the upright. This is a huge, huge, huge deal. This is twin flame energy, for lack of a better word, divine timing, divine union. Maybe to my own detriment, I don't necessarily read this as solely romantic. And I say to my detriment because then that, opens up across the board any and all other interpretation of this opportunity. meaning it can be work or career related, coming into divine union, right place, right time. Either way, excuse me, this is orchestrated from the divine. I typically refer this as being divinely ordained, guided, and blessed. And the six representing the balance that has been seemingly off kilter here with the justice card in the reverse. You see the scales in the inverted position. Let's see. Having to do with resources, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This could also be coming off of the market, coming off of the job market, coming off of being single. Okay, Six of Wands. And this is not limited to any one category. I mean, life at times seems to be feast or famine for those that have been in between jobs, in between relationships. Okay, that time is over now. Finito, done, ended, deaded. All right, that chapter is closed and finished and written, and I see you moving into that success and victory. Definitely, by the summertime, Leo season, things are going to be up and running in a new dimension. Now, you're not going to have to wait, is what I'm getting, for that to come through, because the wands represent the days of the week. So I would not be surprised by, let's see here, next Wednesday, even as soon as that, you will be receiving some sort of communication. By then, Mercury will have began forward progress from its retrograde for about 2 days' time there, and so I think that you will see some factors being illuminated. Two of Swords in the reverse here. This is coming out of a decision, coming to a conclusion. Okay. A lot of energy of investment. You've invested a lot of time and energy emotionally, resource wise, in carving your own path, making your own way, forging and striking your own lane. You've really fought, is what I'm getting here. I'm just picturing like the Lord of the Rings type energy. Um, and yet you still feel this kind of great amount of enthusiasm for the damage that you've done. And I don't say damage as a negative pejorative. I mean that you've just gained a lot of headway. It could be even within your own understanding of how things should be, relationally, relationship wise, work wise, knowing how to be best prepared and fit for this upcoming new relationship or this connection. Okay. Yeah, so I see these bright days are ahead, this bright horizon. For me, the Ten of Pentacles is always a good contextualizer, because, I always defer to it pointing to the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, which is about financial freedom and independence. You know, so to me, that can never really be a negative thing. All right. I see this offer, this opportunity lending itself. The doors are open, the access is being granted to incorporate yourself into this house of business, as it were. The World card in the reverse, this is unfinished business. So you might even be adding to your career. Okay, feeling like you need to continue this saga. Okay, and you're grateful and thankful that you have this opportunity, is what I'm seeing here. With the Five of Pentacles in the upright, this is access, this is resources, this is means of generating income. Okay, shelter from the storm. I'm seeing and I'm feeling and reading nothing but positivity here. You're thanking your lucky stars that you have this option to rely on, this option to revert to and resort to. Okay. You may have had to call an audible with, certainly best laid plans of mice and men, but I'm feeling that you will still be satisfied with this outcome. Because you've found the passions that you want to chip away at, and you're realizing and coming to the understanding that those are lifelong ventures and endeavors, and one doesn't need to be ceased in order to continue onward successfully. You will have the rest of your life to wield and find mastery over this craft or artisanship, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, this expressive, this creative, this healthy outlet. I'm not getting that this is going to be this kind of streamlined endeavor. This is going to be, something that if you really believe in and that you are passionate about, this isn't going to be an overnight success. But you are more than qualified for this, fortunately enough, to have this lifelong venture or this lifelong pursuit. And that's like a real kind of indelible and valuable partner to have on your life path. I'm seeing these kind of like side gigs or passions, or they're almost like partners with you on your journey, even though it could be a skill or something like this. Yeah, I feel as though that you're just headed to where, the getting is good in your own way. And I feel as though that at first you might have been kind of averse to this, but you're starting to see that this is what's meant for you. And it's going to be something that you could really get behind, because you're stripping away all of your preconceived, previously projected. And this is part of this kind of purgatory that you've been in, is that purgatory has allowed you to strip away all your preconceived projections and notions. Okay? And so there you go. You have your eyes cleared. And I'm getting that also, that like, that there's a time and a place for that silver bullet to project confidence and to, what have you. But I'm just getting that you're going to really kind of find mastery in this new sector that you're moving into as Venus moves into the sector of Cancerian, um, the fourth house of the household, femininity, maternal, healing, house energy, home energy. And so Venus is bringing that love and that money into your very sector, fourth house, ruled by Cancer. And it's a good aspect energetically. Okay. Um, Venus enjoys being in the house ruled by the moon. Okay, and we know that there's always this kind of emotional underpinning to the comfort levels that we have in relation to our finances. Um, there's this ratio between doing good financially and feeling emotionally healthy and well off. And as you can see, the King of Cups is very well off emotionally, and so that gives me a lot of excitement because it means that the Empress is blessing your household with this money and this relationship and this romantic partnership as well. It's just kind of going through the portal of you don't have to be out in the cold. And it's like you're passing the threshold symbolically of the Empress as, again, Venus moves into the sign of Cancer. Quite soon, actually. I believe it's about a little less than a week away. And that coincides with that communication that we're speaking to. You see? It's almost as if this person is being leveled up. The sword is more of like a survival mechanism, right? Like a fight or flight, the wolf symbology. And now she's victorious in the eyes of the Empress. And so the Empress is kind of said, hey, you could put your swords down. You could put your fight or flight down. And she's given her the olive branch here. Remember when you extend the olive branch, this is peace. And so you're going to have this peace of mind. I've never made that connection before with that card, but it's a beautiful thing. There's all these different interpretations that come up. And so the Empress is saying, hey, you don't need to be in this fight or flight, survival, struggle. You get to elevate yourself. It's good that you've had that taste of that so you understand the real value of, a dollar or friendship or relationships or, this is all a part of the master plan. It's very awesome here. The koi fish in the upright position, pointing upward, that's a sign of luck. Your luck is changing. Okay, the winds of change are blowing. The storm is over. Look at that's the aftermath of the storm. The same symbology, right? I'm not getting that there's this, action that you're going to have to take necessarily for this agreement or for this partnership. It might happen more kind of streamlined than you would have imagined here. Divine timing. This is the number 14. So this is within the next 2 weeks. Okay. Don't be surprised at periods of no communication or no contact or feeling like you're not hearing back because it is going to come in. It's going to be sooner than you think here. Knight of Swords, that Taurus into Gemini season. It's exactly where we're at. 333 on the clock, by the way. So things are going to be changing rather quickly here. You're going to see this coming in as the king illuminates this offer. Coming out of conflict, not worrying, not saying you're going to be compensated here. It could be legal services as well. It could be some sort of verdict in your favor. No more worrying about where it's coming from. All right. It's a lifestyle right there. It could have been a burdensome period of your life. That's over. Okay, better days ahead. And again, you're a living example of what faith and prayer can do, is what I'm seeing here. It's elevating you to the level of the King of Pentacles here, which is financially well off. So the rooms that you're walking in and moving in are going to be elevated because you're surrounded by kings and the Empress. Yeah. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. And then the ruler of all the kings, the Empress. Coming out of heartbreak, coming out of sadness. Coming out of those nights of worrying or concern. Coming out of this period of disillusionment. Ooh-wee, the Emperor, his presence has been summoned. Love it. This new chapter is going to open up much opportunity for you. I feel as though that you have your pick of the litter if you're out there looking for a relationship, if you're out there looking for a new job opportunity. So I'm getting that you're going to be very content and satisfied. Yeah, you were able to free yourself here. That's what I'm getting, because the devil card is about, in the reverse position, being freed up and open. Yeah, double wish fulfillment here. Because you fought for it, you took action. Part of the disillusionment was feeling like you've maybe lost a lot in the form of relationships or friendships. But it's for the sake of the life that you want to see for yourself. It's not for nothing. Yeah. It's this tailor made, this custom made life of how you wanted it to look for yourself. It's not this sense of like, oh, I'm just inheriting everything. It's like, no, maybe I've been fortunate, but I'm willing to have my feet touch the ground and figure out, what I'm made of. So, very lovely. I like that. Anything else, Spirit, in conclusion? Yeah, I'm seeing more so that stability come through for you. It's very interesting because the energy is very like choppy, very, this kind of like metamorphosis. But all the successes and the blessings that are coming in for you have been well earned and well fought for. And you've kept your kind of kindness and character intact throughout this time. Yeah, some might even wonder, like, how? And it's because you've kept your spirits up. You've kept true to your beliefs. This is why the Empress is blessing you. And some can look at this and ask how or why. Does this person get this wish fulfillment, this opportunity from the Empress? Why does this person get these blessings? And it's because you've hoped for them and you've wished upon them and you've prayed upon them and you've manifested them. And you said thank you for them. And you've seen every variation of what you don't want so that it can prepare you for the variation of what you do want. Also seeing right now this kind of meeting something halfway. Spirit, what are we meeting halfway? Okay, someone who also is willing to start new. Someone who's also willing to learn about you, emotionally invest in you, make a romantic connection. Someone who I think is going to understand you as well because of their own experiences, which is very nice. All All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Feel free to reach out for one-on-one reading. My number is always available. Just shoot me a text message. Check out the OnlyFans. I have the sign-specific readings up for the OnlyFans. It's onlyfans.com, and then search at Run and Gun Tarot. That should be in the description box as well. I'm going to record some more content, and I'm going to throw that up there. So I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you soon.